Western Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Oklahoma City Thunder come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Suns. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Perimeter pair for them will be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Here we go. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's Gillespie. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Gillespie's got the first points up on the board here for Phoenix. Outside, SGA. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help will slow the rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Now here's Williams. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams finds O'Neal. And the 3 off target. Now SGA. Holmgren outside. Pass to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And he lays it straight in.
Isaiah Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Boy, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. In the corner, Wallace with it. Outside for SGA. Goes up the baseline. Booker pulls it in.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Boy, you've got to love the confidence Jalen Williams has with that jump shot. Just an all-around offensive threat.
Here's Gillespie. O'Neal hits a 2-pointer. Rebound by Wallace.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Gillespie. Williams with the steal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Holmgren looking around. The kick out to Williams. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Williams has got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Here's Gillespie. Outside Williams. Pass to Booker to end the run. And it's good on the layup.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No scoring in this one. Wallace kicks to SGA. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Suns trail by 4. Pass to Gillespie. Back to Brooks. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Now Williams. Back to Wallace. 5 to shoot. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass nice and simple.
Brooks with the bucket.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the front, and in it goes.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the breakaway layup. SGA's got a second bucket tonight.
That is SGA at his best, running the floor, playing with pace.
O'Neal kicks to Brooks. Pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie. Booker in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Williams sets a screen for Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Wallace the pass to Williams. Holmgren outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gillespie, and he banks in the layup. Gillespie's got 5.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. In here for the Thunder. Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Cason Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. Holmgren outside. Outside, Dort launches a 3. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Suns trail by 4. Green kicks to good. Pass to Iguodala. Now here's Joe. Here's Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Williams. It's Joe on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 5.
You've got to let it fly on the catch. Isaiah Joe, yes, sir.
And the wide-open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's Williams with the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Thunder. They lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Goodwin. Grayson Allen is out there with Fleming. And it's Green. And it's Iguodala in at the center position. The Thunder shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. Mitchell.
Suns trail by 8. Here's Goodwin. A three-pointer off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Holmgren dishes to Mitchell. Left side Williams. Outside, Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Joe. Bangs home the trifecta. Joe's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy's so dangerous. Joe, you have to find a way to contest him.
Pass to Green. Here's Iguodala. He's guarded by Williams. And here is Goodwin. Here's Iguodala. There's Green with the three. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 11. Mitchell with it. Kicks it out to Holmgren. It's Joe on the wing. Over in the corner, Williams. Pulls it from 20. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Here's Green. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Pass to Joe. Holmgren outside. Intercepted. Goodwin with it. Williams picks him up. Over in the corner, Green. And Green slams it in.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. And here's Gilgeous Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Dort gets it to go.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Gillespie. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Gillespie with a pass to Green. Out to Brooks. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Jacks up a three. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's SGA. The shot's good.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Suns trail by 9. Green drives in.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Joe. Puts up a deep three. Oklahoma City gets it back. Dort misses. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Booker left side. Oh! Booker with the bounce.
Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Up and in on the way. Gilgeous Alexander's got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communication. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. Mark Williams is checked in for the Suns. O'Neal comes in for Green. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 7. Williams passes to Gillespie. Here's Brooks, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Ripped away. Here's Gillespie. He has 5. Outside Williams. Pass to Brooks. From the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander outside. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Booker with no one around. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gilgeous Alexander finds Williams. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Here's O'Neal, and the rejection by Holmgren.
You have to be careful if Jeff Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
Here's the three. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 10 points.
Well,
outside, O'Neal. Down low. Williams against Hartenstein. Here's Booker. Booker going to work inside.
And they're beginning to, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He started closer.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Brooks. Launches it. The Thunder pull it in. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, SGA. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander. Suns trail by 10. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. .102 left to play here in the half. Brooks kicks to Booker. Back to Brooks. And the dunk by Brooks.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Here's Wallace. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Brooks with it. Williams picks him up. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Williams.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
SGA kicks to Wallace. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dort misses. Suns trail by 6. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Gillespie missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Williams from up, and it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
You know, it's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And so it's Oklahoma City in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball and played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Greetings, everybody. It's game 2, and things are a little rocky right now for the Phoenix Suns.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series. Guys, game 1 went the way we thought it would. The higher seed taking a 1-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, if they can take game 2 as well, that'll put them in a very comfortable position.
Absolutely. Take care of business. Enjoy that home cooking.
Home cooking. Making me hungry. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Jalen Williams has been sensational.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's SGA in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Brooks. Right side, Williams. Back to Brooks. Latrey. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's SGA. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's O'Neal, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Suns shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. O'Neal hits them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Over in the corner, Williams lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got 16.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Gillespie, the pass to Booker. There's the screen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Count that one. SGA's got 6 points in the quarter.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Williams. O'Neal outside. O'Neal a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. From past the arc. Royce O'Neal, and that's good. O'Neal's got 7.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Outside Williams. Over Brooks. Williams can't hit. Suns trail by 13. Brooks finds Booker. Offline with his 3.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Pass to Wallace. Takes the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Gillespie, the pass to Williams. Now Brooks. He's guarded by Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Let's see it.
The Thunder lead by 14. Here's SGA. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Williams, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And it's Williams throwing it down.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Wallace. Fires the 3. That shot off. Suns trail by 14. Brooks with no one around. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. To the inside, Hartenstein. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's 6 points for Isaiah Hartenstein. Booker with it. And it's Wallace picking him. Williams dishes to Brooks. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to SGA. Wallace outside. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Brooks outside. Takes a three. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Fires for three. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Holmgren. Holmgren's got 3 assists tonight.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 7. O'Neal sets the screen for Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Thunder going with the whole new group out there. And the Suns here with a different look. .158 left to play in the third. The drive by Mitchell. And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. Taken away by Williams. Outside, George. Here's Mitchell. Plays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Goodwin feeling it out. Here's the screen. Nobody near Allen. Sinks the three-pointer. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Williams passes to George. Here's Joe. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown. He's got 9.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Goodwin passes to Williams. Now here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. Williams inside the line. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Pass to Iguodaro. The 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We come back right after this. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Suns trail by 20. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Devin Booker out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Fleming. Then there's Allen. And it's Iguodala in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Mitchell, following the basket by Jalen Green. Joe in the corner, a three ball. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Booker. That's in for his fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams, that's for 2. And too long on the shot. Suns trail by 19. Booker in the post. Defended by Dort. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Here's Mitchell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 19.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Mitchell. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Joe passes to Dort. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. Offline from the top of the key. Good chance here for Booker. Hits the jumper in space.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. It's good from long range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the paint. Joe passes to Dort for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Booker. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Booker against Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Dort kicks to Mitchell. Carries it from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 19.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's Mitchell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Mitchell outside. Pass to Williams. And Fleming pulls it down.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Mitchell outside. Outside, Dort. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Here's Mitchell. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 6th rebound on the night. Shoots the 3. Thunder with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. Mitchell against Booker. Now Dort. Outside Holmgren. Williams up top. The shot from 20. It's tipped. With the shot. That's off.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Now Mitchell. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Williams comes in for Dort. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Isaiah Joe.
One shot.
Suns trail by 20. There's Williams, and there's the dunk.
Big man Mark Williams finishing with authority. A little message along with that finish.
SGA against Booker. Mitchell outside for three. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Mitchell. Holmgren outside. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Oklahoma City.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swag.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 22 is their biggest lead. From outside the arc, that one misses. 16 seconds left in the game. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Perfect, I move precision. Pressure make diamonds, I'm cool with the tension. Never had a stylist, I sweat, been different. We flexing our muscles like we finished lifting. Big, only not. It's fat DJ Mustard. Know them boys tender, they flop. They